by EDL 856 case study. Parental apathy is the name of the case study. Miss Rose is the new assistant principal. She recently just graduated and took the class, School Community Relations. Miss Rose would like to see more parental involvement in the school. The head principal is not supportive and wants parents to be left out. He says there have been past groups of parents, but nothing's ever came of it. And Miss Rose obviously has had a couple meetings with the head principal, and like I said, he does not support having parents involved. Then she finally gets the principal to agree to a meeting, and only 8 parents show up. Category 1, problem identification and analysis. What do I know? Lack of parental involvement, no parent-teacher organizations or anything like that. The head principal shows no concern with the lack of parents in being involved. He tells Ms. Rose that parents are best off to be left alone. And the assistant principal wants more parental involvement. She does have constant communication with the head principal and has had a couple meetings with the head principal about getting parents involved more. What do I need to know? Where is this school at? What is the location? What is the grade level? It is K through 12 building. Is it K through 6? Is it elementary? Is it junior high? Is it high school? Such as that. And what size of school is this? Is it a large school or is it a small school? Past history of parent groups. The head principal did say there was a parental group in the past, but what were the reasons that the past parent group failed, and who was all involved or who was not involved with this group? Also, what drives the parents of the school? What motivates them? What is the economy like? And what does it take to get them involved in their students' kids' education life? Identifying the problem. Obviously, lack of parent support. Parents are not volunteering to help donate their time and help out at the school. Lack of parent support from the head principal. Like I stated before, his opinion is that parents are best left alone. He thinks he's been here long enough and he knows how things work in the community, and his opinion is that parents should be just left alone. And then another issue is communication with the parents. Just one note was sent home with the students, setting up a time to meet. Maybe there should be other ways to communicate, such as social media and stuff like that. I'll go on and explain here in the future. Excuse me. Proposed plan of action, category 2. Like I said before, use multiple resources to communicate with parents. Social media, cell phones, email, regular snail mail. Just sending a note home with your student is probably not the best way to contact your parents. Most of the times, students do not give their parents the notes, and it's usually left in the book bag. You may want to set up multiple meetings. Don't just set up one meeting. The time and location may not work for all parents, so if you can set up multiple meetings, that might be a good way to get more parents to show up when it is possible. Also, you need to motivate your parents to get involved in the student's education. One way to do that is get your staff and students involved. Maybe if you're teachers and the students in the classroom, contact the parents and ask them to help. They might come help them out. And also build a positive relationship with your parents. Invite them into the school when necessary or when it's convenient for you. When you start setting up a parent organization stuff, set goals. What do you want these groups to achieve, and what's the purpose of them? And then you could find some parents, maybe the 8 parents that showed up for the meeting could be possible suspects as being a leader for one of these groups. And maybe some incentives for the parents to get involved. Category 3, resolve the issues based on promoting the success of all students. What is best for the students is the question that needs to come up every single time. Conduct a meeting with 8 parents. The principal saw only 8 of them were there, and he was kind of questioning whether he should go about handling this meeting. And the best way is conduct the meeting with the 8 parents. Those 8 parents can go out and say, hey, the school's doing a great thing, and maybe other parents will get involved. as I said in the past, improve the school and the parent communication lines. Find other ways to communicate rather than just sending notes home with the students. And then again, develop a plan. What is the purpose and what is the reasoning for starting and wanting to get parents involved? And then also develop positive relationships with your parents. Category 4, debriefing the problem. My thoughts. Obviously, there's a lack of parental involvement that needs to be fixed. Lack of principal support that wants parents involved. What issues did our past parent groups face? Maybe we can fix those issues and kind of see what was going on. And then are the students being put first? As the administration, students always should come first. As a parent, your son or daughter, as a student, should become first, and their education should be the most important thing. My feelings. Disappointment in the parent support. Lack of support from the principal, and the meeting with the 8 parents is a good start. It's better than having 0 there. So go with those 8 and see what you can get done. Values. Again, what is best for the students? That should be always your top value. Communication between school and your community and parents. You need to have that communication lines open, and you need to have multiple ways to communicate. You need to improve your relationship between the school and the community. And then obviously you need to support your staff, whether it be teachers, paras, or your assistant principals, secretaries, anything like that. As a principal, you need to show support for your staff. Some unresolved issues. What is to be discussed at the meetings? What is the purpose and the goal? Why are you having these meetings? Why do you want parents to be involved? And then you need to maybe have some ideas on things that those parents can do to help. Will the administration support improve? Will the head principal gain some support for this movement to have parents involved? And will he support the assistant principal in this? And then, can the students and staff help get parents involved? Maybe by inviting them into the classroom to help with a certain project or something like that. Standard 7, reflection. Component 1, how did you, as the educational leader, promote the academic success of every student while addressing the issues revealed in the parental apathy case? Number 1, understand the need for more parent support. Understand what values the parents can bring to the school and how they can help. Communicate with parents and the community with a variety of methods, as I stated before. Open more ways to communicate. Just sending a note home is probably not the best way to communicate. Use social media such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, those such things that parents are all involved in. Use emails, stuff like that. And then you can always text and use the phone line as well. Support parents that do show up. Those 8 parents that showed up, be supportive of them, help them out, and maybe put them in a role to where they feel like they are in charge and they can get other parents involved also. And then again, always put the students first. They are the reason that we are doing these things. Component 2, how did you, as the educational leader, promote the personal well-being of every student while addressing the issues revealed in the parental apathy case? First thing, proceed with the meeting with the 8 parents. Like I said before, use those 8 parents and get them to buy in, and then they can go out in the community and talk to the other 8 parents and possibly get more people involved. They can tell the other parents what a great job and what a great idea this is to get involved. And then also, number 2, you need to improve on your relationships with the parents and the community. The parents and the community are a vital resource to schools and can help you out in many different ways. And then again, address communication issues between the school and the parents. Find more ways to communicate with the parents and, kind of open up the lines so that they can communicate back with the school also. Component 3, how did you, As the educational leader, promote communities of engagement for families and other stakeholders in the school's community while addressing the issues revealed in the parental apathy case. First thing, again, improve on the communication between the school, the community, and the parents. Hold more than just one meeting. Have additional meetings with parents, and have them at different times. Don't always have them at 7:30 in the auditorium. Maybe parents work at night. Maybe some parents aren't off by then. Everybody's always got something going on. So hold multiple meetings so that your parents become involved. Build a positive relationship with parents in the community. Like I said before, parents and the community are a vital resource to your schools and can provide help in many ways. And then again, additional parent school activities. Have after-school activities that parents can get involved in and the students can get involved in. Have game nights, anything like that, so on and so forth. So, that is my Module 14 for EDL 856.